everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus.
All right. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Him over. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Touchdown, Texans.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point forthcoming. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He can't get him down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On play action, they'll throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3". They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Nelson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Nelson to throw from his end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Marquette King now. And remember, he had his first punt blocked. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's Nelson looking to throw on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Back to throw. Nelson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Texans send the punter out. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw. Nelson. And the Raiders have got him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Newton. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Marquette King now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game, so maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Nelson to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Nelson now throwing on third and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
The Texans send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works free. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shoves him aside. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Texans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Nelson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. To go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right? You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
Set to throw is Nelson. Throwing on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Nelson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Nelson. From the gun, he'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
2nd and 5. Nelson operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Looking to throw. Nelson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Nelson now from the gun, he'll throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Set to throw is Nelson. To throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now Nelson looking to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Nelson throwing on 3rd and long. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Texans are on the bad end of things at home. We'll have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Raiders came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. All right, let's roll those highlights. First and 10. The catch is made after a quick pass, and this long run goes for a touchdown, which takes the lead to 3. Raiders take over late in the second. Ballard's able to get clear of the defense, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone as they move out in front 10-7. Staying late in the half, Nelson's got his man deep downfield, and he'll be tackled at their own 48-yard line. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Houston for the start of the second half.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All day, every day, any day. Let's go. What? None.
To throw on second down, Nelson, and that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Texans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Run 38.
Nelson operating from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go. Run 38.
Nelson now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Marquette King now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. Nelson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Set to throw is Nelson. Off the play fake. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now Nelson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down. That's Ballard, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Nelson, throwing to start the drive. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for the Texans. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Let's go. 1, 9, 10.
Nelson, off play action. Shakes off the sack. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll set up to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defense in front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Come on, let's go!
Nelson now. From the gun, he'll throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Here we go!
Operating from the gun, Nelson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go! Red 38!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 3 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold him, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Over the middle, complete. It's Newton. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Ten yards still left on second down. He's back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.